Parents may like to know that Thomas Nelson has published a series of 4 pupils' books based on good health that provide a complete course in junior school health education.
You thought about your feet? Yes, it seems a funny question. When was the last time you thought about badly fitting shoes, which cause corns? When was the last time you thought about those ingrowing toenails? Yes, another funny question. You may think, what does it matter? My feet don't mind. But to the feet of Shirley Heath School in the West Midlands, it does matter. It matters immensely. As you can see, the most amazing thing has happened. The feet have gone on strike. Yes, actually, gone on strike. Excuse me, miss, where did it happen to you?
Well, I came to school on Monday morning and these feet just crumbled underneath me. And I was supposed to be playing netball on Saturday.
It must be hard.
And my mum's going to complain to our headmaster.
Well, what can the headmaster do?
Well, you've got to blame someone.
Now to the most interesting part of my report. I'm going to interview a foot. Yes, actually, interview a foot. Why are you on strike?
Well, it's because we don't like being stuck in those smelly socks all day. And when we wear those big clobber things, they strangle us instead of keeping us comfortable. And we want better fitting shoes.
Now we go to Miss Pamela Roberts, who seems to have solved this problem. Excuse me, is this one of your ideas for solving this feet strike problem?
Yes, but as you can see, I'm not having much success with it.
Oh yes, and why's that?
Well, I've been practicing all morning, and all the blood rushes to my head and makes me dizzy, and my hands get very sore.
So if you had the chance of your feet back, you'd be willing to look after them?
Oh yes, I'd do anything to get my feet back again.
Did you see those feet doing all that running and jumping? No wonder we're worn out.
Be quiet, I'm reading.
We went to town today. You know what that's like. Everybody's stepping on you. It's murder, it is. That's what it is.
What are you talking about?
I'm on about a tough life we feet have to put up with. Anyway, why should we have this trouble? Animals never get their feet hurt, do they?
That's not the whole picture. Some animals do have trouble with their feet, or would do if they didn't wear shoes.
I wouldn't let anybody do that to me.
It doesn't hurt. The horse doesn't feel a thing. The nails go into his hard hoof, you see.
Says you. I'd rather just wear socks and shoes. Lot less trouble. Hey, what does a foot like for breakfast?
I don't know. What does a foot like for breakfast?
Cornflakes.
I hope that was the beginning and the end of your silly joke telling.
I'm sorry. Just trying to give the programme a lift.
Well, don't. Why don't you ask an intelligent question for a change?
OK then. When were shoes invented?
I don't know the answer to everything, but my guess is that it might have been something like this. Long, long ago, early man had to hunt for his food. The ground was very rough and full of sharp stones, and even the lovely ladies of the tribe kept bumping their feet on things.
Spongy Gunsa.
Oh, Flossie, Motty and Echo Nuts, she said.
Until one day, that's how shoes were invented, and ever since then man has been covering his feet to keep them warm and protect them from the rough earth.
You seem to know an awful lot about it.
I do. Quite a feat, isn't it? Quite a feat.
Talking about feet, that reminds me. Why don't feet like farmers' fields?
I don't know. Why don't feet like farmers' fields?
Because I've got a lot of corns.
It's no joke what some people do to us. They don't seem to care what happens to our feet, as long as the money keeps rolling in.
I've just been looking through some of your so-called latest designs. What are you trying to do to me? Put me out of business? We need new designs. We need to give the public something new. These shoes are old hat. Look at them. They're all last year's fashions. Let's have a look. That certainly won't sell. That's not bad, but it's not nearly way out enough. Oh. Have you really looked at what the public are wearing these days? They're wearing anything. What's next? What a great idea! A shoe built on blocks. I'll call them blocker boots. We'll sell 1 million.
Blocker boots, block, block, blocker boots. They're in fashion today. Blocker boots are neat. They go with your feet. Blocker boots!
Blocker boots are so high, they've made 1 million people buy.
Blocker boots, block, blocker boots. They're in fashion today. They're in your shops now.
They're selling fast.
Buy blocker boots!
And what would you like, madam?
A pair of size 3 brown sandals, please.
Yes, madam.
I'm not having sandals, I want blocker boots.
Well, blocker boots are in the fashion these days, but I'll get you the sandals.
I want sandals, I want blocker boots.
I've got these, madam.
Just look at them, Mum, they're horrible. You don't expect me to wear them, do you?
I think they're nice. Well, blocker boots are the fashion and everybody's asking for them.
Please, Mum, please. Can we just look at a pair? Please, Mum.
We're selling more blocker boots than anything.
Go on, Mum. Go on, please.
Well, OK, just look at a pair, then.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
These are the blocker boots, madam.
God, don't they look nice, Mum? I think they look rather ridiculous. They're not ridiculous.
There, does that feel all right?
Yes, perfect.
But wouldn't they be dangerous to walk in? Oh, no, madam, they wouldn't make them otherwise.
No, Mum, look, I can walk in them.
Phew, if I got into those, it wouldn't be long before I'd need a doctor. It makes me ache just to think about it.
To understand why, we need to look more closely at how we feet are built. As with all the other moving parts of the body, there are muscles and tendons. These move 26 different bones through a system of joints. The bones in each foot form arches, just like a bridge over a river. This helps to spread the weight of the body over the whole foot. The arches are built so that each time we take a step or a jump, they give ever so slightly so as to stop jarring the body. When we walk, our toes grip the floor and the big toe separates from the others. We grow and change our shape, and this means that the bones in us are growing too, an important thing to remember. That's why, when children buy shoes, they must allow room for young growing feet, because if they don't, the toes are pushed into awkward shapes, which could result in deformed feet. So we feet need enough length in the shoe to allow for free toe movement. We also need enough width for all the toes to lie naturally when we put our weight on them. And this generally means that the shoe needs to be straight on the inner side.
Oh, I can't remember all that lot. Can't you just put it simply, nice and short?
All right then, try listening. When you have your own feet measured, stand up and they will surely be treasured. Between the toes and the end of the shoe, the gap must be 19 millimetres for me and for you. And if your socks are too short or tight, then you'll damage your feet all right.
Hello, I'm a doctor, and I see all sorts of feet. A lot of foot trouble does come from wearing the wrong shoes. Instead of protecting our feet, badly fitting or poorly designed shoes may actually harm them. But there are other causes of foot trouble. Look at this. This is a verruca. Now, a verruca is a type of wart, and warts are a nuisance wherever they occur. But on the soles of the foot, they can be painful, although there isn't very much to see. They tend to get bigger if they're not treated, and also they're infectious. A second problem is caused by fungus infections, and the most common is known as athlete's foot. Here, the skin between the toes becomes sore and itchy, particularly when the feet are hot. Athletes are not the only people to get athlete's foot, and like the verruca, it is infectious. So early treatment is important, and it usually takes the form of a special ointment or cream which your doctor or chiropodist can prescribe. Our third problem is the corn, which is caused by pressure of an ill-fitting shoe or even the seam of a sock on a small area of a toe or foot. These are very painful and need to be very carefully removed, again by a doctor or a chiropodist. Of course, it would be better to avoid having the corn in the first place, and this you can do by always having carefully fitting shoes and socks.
Well, there you have it. Look after us. If you don't, you're only asking for trouble. What's all that noise?
Good news, brothers and sisters. The children of Shirley Hoots Junior School cannot manage without us feet and are willing to agree to our demands. The strike is officially called off.
Those children were lucky. But if you need specialist attention, then don't meddle. Go to the foot mechanic, the chiropodist or the doctor, who will put things right. If you follow all the guidelines we've given you, then you will have no transport troubles and we'll carry you on for thousands of miles. That's a guarantee.
And we'll be a lot happier.